Hi, I'm Jameson Rott, CEO here at Nearly Human AI. And today I want to talk to our community banking friends where we have experience in compliance and operations AI. The last time I posted, I talked about the MIT study that said 95% of AI projects were showing no ROI whatsoever. But meanwhile, we're seeing this like 400+% ROI with our AI implementations, which is frustrating. But I think I understand why some of this is happening. So like the bottom line up front is that if you have an AI project you've been working on for 2 months or more, and you don't already have a measurable at least 200% ROI on what you're doing, something is very wrong. And the number one reason why we're seeing this happen in the space, in the different people that we're talking to, is this: it's going it alone. So the companies that are having trouble getting the ROI out of their systems are typically working on an in-house solution with either an existing team or maybe expensive consultants that aren't super invested in the long-term success of your organization. So it's just taking forever, and there's a negative ROI on it. There's a couple of reasons for this that I'm going to get into because I hope this will help you. I mean, at the end of the day, organizations, we don't develop a lot of in-house software anymore, right? Like you don't develop your own core systems or your own CRM in-house for good reasons. And AI at the enterprise level isn't really all that different. So like using Copilot or ChatGPT feels easy, but it's kind of like having your team use a shared Excel spreadsheet for CRM. Like it just doesn't work at scale. Why? Well, there's a couple of problems here, right? So first off, like when you put these roll your own implementations together, there's often a lot of aspects to it that sort of you don't really think of immediately. So like the initial implementation, it'll miss software tooling, like your integrations, your data pipeline, the long-term maintenance of the system as data and processes change. The 0 to 1 on it seems pretty easy, but then as you actually work towards getting the quality that's necessary in order to get your ROI, it gets tougher. The second one is slow progress. It's like you've got an internal team, they're going to be working on this part-time. They're solving all this problems for the first time, and the learning curve on that is real, right? So the other issue is that the quality can suffer if you're using the wrong tools or approaches. Adoption is a huge one. We see it lagging because the tools aren't actually built into your workflow. They're kind of side-chained and maybe not easy for everybody to use, so they just don't get adopted. And without adoption, you're just not going to see the benefit. And then lastly, the empirical reporting on the data is often just missing entirely. So you can't really tell if any of it's working. So how do you know, if you're where you need to be on these things? Well, here's the goalpost that I use, and I call it the rule of 70. That's 70% adoption and 70% automation across the entire process that you're trying to attack with the data to prove it. So, we're literally seeing this happen. On the ground, it's our first customer doubled the size of their bank while they simultaneously shrank the compliance and operations department. And while that was happening, the customer and employee experience actually transformed itself into something far better than it was before. So this really, really can happen, and I want to see it happen for you. So the hard truth that I see is that if nothing changes, the 5% that are making this work are setting themselves up to either acquire or bankrupt the 95% that aren't getting the results out of their systems. And I don't want to see this happen to you. Time is money. So these things can be implemented quickly and start returning value very quickly. So that means that waiting is costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars per year, not to mention the ground that you lose to your competitors during that time. So if you don't know which side, or if you're saying to yourself, I don't believe that that's true, guess which category you're falling into. But if you feel this way, reach out to me, visit our website, message me on LinkedIn, and let's book a call. I want to help you. I'll either help you fix your current project or provide you with an out-of-the-box project or an out-of-the-box solution that's going to generate that ROI for you right away. So don't wait anymore. Be really realistic. Make sure you are getting those big returns on your AI investments and reach out to me if you want any help whatsoever. I'll talk to you then.